my beautiful viewers. How are you feeling? I am so excited. Ask me, Sanet, why are you so excited? First of all, I've got amazing guests. They are all waiting for me back in studio, so I cannot wait to swish them in. As I do have now a few of the ladies from the Diamond Beauties that have joined the Slim membership. I didn't compile a video commercial yet. I am busy working on it. I can only now swish my beautiful guest into the studio. But however, somebody said to me, I say too many buts. So I've replaced but with however. I am so excited. I'm still here in New Zealand. I'm with my grandchildren. And my husband came yesterday all the way from South Africa to be with us for a few weeks. Oh, it was so wonderful to be in his embrace again. How wonderful. I'm truly blessed. I'm so blessed. So my beautiful ones, do you know all your blessings? Do you say thank you to all your blessings in your life? Sometimes we just see all the troubles. We just see, but we don't. We don't see all the blessings. And my philosophy is, if you realize even taking a breath is a blessing, then you will say, thank you for my breath. Thank you for my husband that came yesterday. Thank you for so many things in your life. And more blessings will come your way. And yes, that makes my life free. I never could understand the concept of freedom when I was still ways of thinking. I always wish I could be with the children and don't go and do a 9-to-5 job. And the last 6 years, realizing that I have to start with me. Self-love is the most important thing for me. If I love myself unconditionally, I can love anyone. And freedom started with me there. So we're going to talk about freedom today and resilience. And my guest, I had coffee chats with all my guests. They are exquisite. They are magnificent. They are powerful. And this is the 3 words I am going to bestow on all 3 of them at the end of the show, when all of you are not with us anymore. God showed me a 1 or 2 word wonder process that I am doing for 1.5 years since I started with the TV shows. And it's absolutely amazing because the people only meet each other here for the first time. You can only see anybody else's attributes when they are already inside of you. And that's part of freedom as well. Here we go. So, Meditative and Craig, are you ready to be zoomed in? Here we come. I mean this side. You came first in the studio. Decca, are you ready to switch in? Hello, my beautiful ones. I am so honored that you are here. I am so happy. Today we're going to talk a little bit about freedom and what freedom means for you. And we're going to talk about resilience. So before we start with the talking, Meredith, I'm going to start with you, then Craig, and then Nadeka. If you could please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from. And this time, Meredith, you can introduce yourself and then Craig himself. The previous show, they had to introduce each other.
Well, I'm Meredith, married to Craig, and we are relationship coaches, authors, speakers, podcast hosts, and we come from Canada, usually the east coast of Canada, Prince Edward Island, but we also like to travel around. So right now we're on the west coast of Canada and British Columbia.
And I'm Craig, married to the beautiful Meredith, and we work together. So all the things that she just said also apply to me. Relationship coaches, love helping people, and helping people get into the relationship they've always wanted, and quite frankly they deserve. And yeah, we're in Canada, we're nomadic, but right now we're on the west coast of Canada.
I am in Jadika Olatunde. I come to you from what I say is Stress Capital USA. I call it AKA Washington, D.C. What do? I work with pain. I'm a pain problem solver. I'm a naturopathic healthcare practitioner, and I introduce medication-free alternatives to relieving pain mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and even financially. It's about helping you take back control of your life from pain with self-help techniques that's inside of you.
I love it. I also love your earrings. They are beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your voice, just hearing your voice. And I remember when we had the coffee chat, hearing your voice, you have this ability that when you speak, you already give somebody the ability to feel your voice and feel better. And feel better, literally feel better. So my beautiful viewers, if you're feeling a little bit down or you're feeling there is pain points in your life, stick around, because through the airwaves, Nadika's voice is going to heal you. Just like that. So thank you, my beautiful guest. So we're going to talk about freedom and resilience, but I wanted to start with resilience first. So my question, and I am going to start with a meditative. My question is, what has resilience taught you about who you truly are?
Oh, that's such a good question. See, for me, resilience is bouncing back, getting back up, trusting in yourself to be able to overcome whatever obstacles and potholes, detours are going to come your way when you make your plan for life. And I've had a lot of obstacles and detours come my way. And what resilience has taught me the most is that I'm stronger than I think I am. I can overcome more than I think I can. I lost my dad last fall, which really sucked. But I learned a lot about how strong I was and what I can do even when it's hard.
Thank you. My beautiful viewers, did you put your sunglasses on? Do you have funky ones? So this is the big one. If it really touched my heart and my goosebumps is coming up here with my neck, I will bring out the big one. And then I've got funky ones. Craig, I've got even my Elvis Presley one that my grandson is borrowing. Oma, borrowing it because that is part of his Elvis outfit. It's a dress up. So I've even got Elvis sunglasses. I want to say thank you, my beautiful one. We sometimes don't realize how strong we are. We sometimes don't realize that it doesn't matter what is coming your way, that you always are going forward. I always say life is 2 steps to the front and 1 back. It depends on you. It's your choice. How long are you going to be in your back foot, or as I call it, your stuckness?
Yep.
I love that. So, my beautiful Nadeka, can I ask you the same question? What has resilience taught you about who you truly are?
Just like what Meredith said, that's a real powerful question. And as I was thinking, when I think of resilience, for me right now, at this stage in my life, I would say being able to step up to the plate and representing what you stand for. I think it's real important that we take charge of who we are and stay committed to what we stand for, no matter what, because you're going to get involved in so many things and it's going to challenge you. But if you firmly believe in it mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, stand for it, no matter what. So when I think about it, it's what you stand for.
Meredith and Craig, can you feel how you feel when Nadeka is talking?
Yes.
Can you understand what I say? Her voice transcends healing. Can you feel it?
Yes.
100%.
I'm not getting mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I told my beautiful Nadeka that you are an amazing big wing earth angel. And I'm truly honored to have you. I met you and have you in my life. Ooh, beautiful. So, Craig, I've got a different question for you, but I have to put on my sunglasses because the tears have made my eyes funny and I cannot properly see my question for you. Just give me 1 second. And it was just my birthday the other day and I am 60 years young. 60 years young.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. But now I needed the glasses. When did you first realize that your freedom matters to your soul?
Wow, that's a good question. I think deep down I've always known. I think we always know that, but for me, when it really came into my conscious was when we decided that we were going to leave our corporate job to pursue our real passion for helping others, and how important that freedom of being able to do the things that I want to do, build the life that I want to have, to spend the time with the people that I want to be around and the people I love, and then to be able to help other people have that freedom as well. That's when it really started to click for me, the importance of freedom and how important it really was for my soul to just do the work that we were always intended to do.
Goosebumps. Goosebumps. Wow. I have to ask you this question on that question. As a man, providing security, have that instinct ability to do this, stay strong, do this, to be the provider, because that's part of your DNA as a man. This was, I'm sure, the most biggest decision that you had to take. Is this the right time? Is this now? Is it now? So what emotions that you went through, and then how, can you give one expression how you feel today? But the first one, what emotions did you go through to know that this is now time? But you have all this innate security, and maybe my wording is not right, but taking care of your family, house, and everything.
So you go through a lot of, you question yourself, you question your decision. Is this right? Is this the right time? Like, to your point, you really, because you inherently, you do want to make sure that everyone's taken care of. You're providing, we've got a roof and all the things, food, shelter, clothing, all the important things. But then at some point, you just have, hope starts, and then you have to have faith, and you have to understand that there's something bigger out there for you. And like, you have this calling within you of like, oh, like this is what you're meant to do. And you have to have this faith that it all works out, that the universe is always working in your favor. And that was an adjustment for me, for sure, going from the logical side of, no, but this pays the bills and that we need to make sure that the bills are paid, to the, but I just know deep down in my bones that this is what we're supposed to do. And you just have to have that faith that the universe is just always working in your favor, and it always works out.
Okay, that I love it. I have to put it here. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, what expression, and it can be any expression that you give to us today of how you feel at this moment because of that decision?
Freedom. I feel free. I feel convicted in the decision that we made, and that it was it was the right move. It was the right path to take. And there's a sense of calm and freedom that comes with that.
Okay, thank you for the words, but now I want you to express without words. I love it. I love it. Oh, my beautiful ones. That's so beautiful. And I must just tell you, I normally, when I have a coffee chat, I ask, well, I always ask if you would love to have a dance with me before we start. And most men will say no, or really? You were just, let us go, let us go. I love it. I love it. I love it. So my beautiful ones, I'm going to mute myself for a few seconds. I need to help my nose because my nose is running away from me. I'm going to ask the following question to beautiful Meredith. How do you stay grounded when everything around you feels uncertain?
Him. He helps me stay grounded because it's worked really well for us that we're very aligned in our purpose and where we're going and how we're getting there. That doesn't mean there aren't hard days. There are hard days where you sometimes find yourself spiraling over how hard it is. Will we ever get there? There are hard days, but we never have a hard day at the same time. When one of us is having a hard day, the other one steps up and pulls us out, like shines the lights. We can find our way out. So I don't want to say it's easy to stay grounded and stay confident and stay convicted in the belief that we're on the right path, because some days it is hard. But when you're in it together and it feels like you're on a team walking sort of shoulder to shoulder, and you know that other person has your back and will, fight the next monster that comes when you're feeling a little bit afraid, then it makes it so much easier.
Thank you. I love it. And my beautiful Craig, just do this for me. And will you please go like this for me, Meredith? Go, go, go. Thank you for being her rock. And I know that she is your rock. So that is you are her rock. I love it. I love it. So before going to Ndeka, I wanted to say something with that. I know God, I am in stewardship of everything I do with, with the group, everything. For me, when something is uncertain, like what happened to me, I was blocked out of Facebook for 2.5 weeks. First of all, I tried my best to get back on the first and second day, third day, but there is no way that anybody on Facebook will help you. There's even send messages, nothing. There's nobody that will help you. There's nothing that you can do. So the next step was for me to take a step back, take a deep breath. I can only control what I can control. I can do nothing about it. So then I realized I cannot work the way I used to work, because Messenger was part of my communication to let people come onto the show, ask if they want to be on the show, everything. So God have bestowed me the wisdom to create new systems. And all of you were part of the new system. You went and choose your own day that you want to come to the recording. I had to re-look at everything I've done. And I am so thankful to be back on Facebook. The thing is now, I have literally saved myself 72 hours a month And it sounds ridiculous because if you think about it, 7 days a week, I work 7 days a week. But to get people on, to let them know this is the next process, come to the studio. Afterwards, I do a lot of communication afterwards. Now, most of those processes is going to be automated.
Great.
And then I can only say to God, thank you for allowing me to go through this space and then changing a lot of processes to make it better for me. Now now I have time to spend time with the new adventures. I'm going to do the publishing for the Diamond Beauties and Tanzanite. There's been made time available because of the new processes. So yes, and sometimes in uncertainty, I have learned to take a step back, to breathe, and to trust, because there's always something coming out better. So, my beautiful ones, that is just, and there's an Afrikaans saying. I will tell you in Afrikaans and then I will translate it, but I don't know if the translation will work. But ek het net gou my eiertjie gelê. So it means I have just laid my egg. I know it doesn't. I know maybe there is something equal, but I have just give you something that have helped me. So I've just laid an egg. So I know that translation is not working, but when you're an Afrikaans person and that person, if you've told them, they will realize that you have dropped something amazing. You are brilliant. And I have realized that most of the Afrikaans saying is not working very beautifully when you translate it. So my next question is to Nadeka. What has been one of your biggest personal breakthroughs?
My biggest personal breakthrough, I would say, when I decided to step on the stage of life and deliver the message that I'm created to deliver. And that's to be about empowering people to take back control of their lives. So I think that was my biggest breakthrough. And supporting what everybody has said, trusting the universe. It's about trusting. And when you talk about trusting, it's not all that your eyes see, because mostly that's an illusion. But when you can just step back and just let the process happen, no matter what it is, because that's your life lesson experience. That's your growth. That's how you become who you are. And it's not easy. No, it's not easy because, we have to understand that although we are spiritual beings in physical form, a lot of times the physical wants to be in charge. But we know that it's the spirit. And once we submit to the spirit, physical has to take a back seat.
That's amazing. Your words is amazing. You are amazing. I love you. I love you. I love you. So, Craig, you are wondering what question is Sanet going to ask me now? I have to ask you to give me a few more seconds because, Ndeka, you have written a book. Will you be able to tell us about your book and show your book as well, please?
Thank you. Here's my book, Reflexology Today, A Family Affair. And this book is about, to kind of jumpstart with this, because I do the healing technique using the power of touch, and the technique I use is reflexology. And at the time, I was able to go to China to study reflexology. But when I was going on my way to China, I wrote the book. This right here is the second edition. The first edition I wrote it because I personally felt that at least one member in a household need to know how to relieve pain and stress. using reflexology. So when I got to China, the experience was in China, the doctors spend an hour to an hour and a half with their patients. And what they're doing is trying to see how the illness happened and what way that they could come together with a treatment plan so the whole family would know how to heal themselves and not go through the experience of that family member. And when that happened, that was my confirmation that I wrote the book for the right reason. That was the universe confirming to me. And the reason why I say that, because when we talk about healing, and that's what this book is about, it's about for every member of the family in terms of relieving pain from infants to seniors. No matter what your health issue is, it's a family affair. That's why it's called Reflexology Today, a family affair. Because when one person in the family is having a health problem, the whole family is affected. And so we want to be able to get back to what we call family healing, family wellness. And Reflexology Today, a family affair, is your seed to get that process started.
Thank you for that. Thank you for your
Thank
book. Thank you for
you.
everything that
Thank
you are
you.
doing. So, my beautiful viewers, I am going to ask Nadeko if she would come to Soul Diamond Author's Journey. We will unpack her book and her authorship, and then you can check it out there as well. And also, I will ask her to send me the link. I will put it down below in the show notes. And then, please, our Meredith, Craig's, Deca's information is all down below. Click down below.
Yes.
Click,
Thank you.
click,
Thank you.
and go and check it out. And may I say something? Connect with all my beautiful guests. You will never know by connection what is the magical of that. I have done now 649 coffee chats in 3 years and 6 months. I met incredible humans around the world. Just connect. It's easy. I said to my grandson, you go, connect. The other day, my one grandson asked, Oma, why do you use so many sounds? I said, oh, I didn't realize for everything I love to do different sounds. I said, oh, I didn't realize how much, and then I realized how many sounds I make, but I love it. I said, do you love it? He said, oh, I love it. So, Craig, I didn't forget. Here's your next question. This is a very, and I want to hear from a man's point of view. Do you believe freedom is something you claim or create? Why?
Great question. I think freedom's available for you. So I think it's you claim it and you own it, and you first of all understand what it is for you, and then go after it with everything you have. I think freedom is available to everyone in certain ways. Some, obviously, depending on where in the world you are, the access you have to freedom is different than other people. But you still have access to freedom in your mind, even if you're in an oppressive place or wherever you are in the world that maybe you don't have the freedoms that other parts of the world have. But it's available to you in some form or fashion. And it's up to the person to find and claim that freedom for themselves. But again, having to understand what is your freedom, like what does freedom mean for you, and then going after it with everything you have.
I have to bring out Elvis now. Now I have to bring out Elvis. Do you know any Elvis song, Craig?
Nope, I don't. Blue suede shoes, but I don't know the lyrics.
Blue Suede is perfect for our beautiful Mrs. Spots in the Diamond Beauties. I've got at the moment 27 Mrs. Spots that is having 25 tea parties a week. So Meredith, you are welcome to join any of the tea parties. And God showed me the tea parties with an Elvis song, Return to Sender. And he showed me the teapots from Beauty and the Beast dancing around this record player of Elvis Presley, Return to Sender. So yes, my father was a very big Elvis fan, and everywhere in the house, my daughter has Elvis pictures of Elvis, Marilyn Monroe. So my beautiful grandchildren knows exactly who those people are. So incredible, Elvis Presley. Perfect. I see we have lost Nadeka. I did see her Wi-Fi was very unstable here in the back studio, and now she will probably come back. So my next question, and you can both talk over each other, through each other. I wanted to know what tools or rituals help you to stay resilient in tough sessions or seasons, not sessions, in tough seasons.
The tools that keep us resilient in the tough seasons. Well, I'll go back to the fall because that was my toughest season in a long time. And the tool that was most helpful for me was you. Not that you're a tool, but you standing behind me, supporting me, and taking as much off my plate as you could was a tool for me that helped me continue to step forward. So beyond just you, it was the love and the support from you and from, friends and family. Knowing that you have an army of people behind you makes it a lot easier to walk through the difficult valleys in life, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think relationships, community, love is the first one that comes to mind when you're going through tough seasons. Nobody gets through this life without going through tough seasons, and we all need people to help us through them. And so I would say that's number one. And number two is your own, mindset and your own kind of experience. As you go through these experiences, these tough seasons, they're for a reason. They're to learn valuable lessons that you need to take to grow, to become the best version of you. And, from the past lessons, and you're going to grow and build upon those. And so I think it's really about the people in your life, but also the experiences that you've had and the mindset that you've galvanized over time.
Wow. So beautiful. So my beautiful ones, you are helping people in relationship. So I would love to hear who you're serving, what you are doing, how can people connect with you. So anyone can start and just talk to me.
You could probably guess it already from our conversation, but we believe that relationships are the cheat code to living the life of your dreams, living the life that you love. Because when your relationships aren't going well, life feels harder. There's a lot of energy and time and attention required to repair when things aren't going well. You're walking on eggshells, or you're in an argument, or you're feeling like roommates, or you're disconnected, and that takes a lot of time and energy from you and from them. And when you can get those two people back in alignment and feel like they're reconnected and on the same page, then they both have that energy to push forward and propel forward to all the big dreams they have in their life. And we see this, especially, we work a lot with married entrepreneurs because it's hard. Being an entrepreneur is really hard, and it's really hard on your relationship. And so when you can rebuild the connection between two people, it makes walking through the difficulty of entrepreneurship a whole lot easier. Anything else?
Can confirm. We love helping people reconnect in their marriage, and our most of the time it's with entrepreneurs, married entrepreneurs, because let's face it, entrepreneurs are, they're changing the world. And when you do that, there's a lot of weight on your shoulders. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of uncertainty. It's all on you to build the life that you want. And with that comes stress. And a lot of times that comes at the sacrifice of some of the relationships in life, but it doesn't have to. And so that's one of the things that we love is connecting with entrepreneurs and showing them that you can build the life you want, the business that you want, and have the freedom that you want, and not sacrifice your relationship in the process. Your relationship can come along for the ride and actually be the engine and the engine that really makes it go. So yeah, that's our passion.
Beautiful. Nadeka is back in the back studio. Can I bring you in? Are you ready? Oh, I'm so happy you came back. Yeah, you go swish in, swish. I saw at the back studio, it keeps on telling me your Wi-Fi is unstable. So I'm so happy you are back, my beautiful one. Are you okay?
It's the heat wave. I told you we're in the heat wave here for the first time, and that's what's knocking out everything. But thank you.
Thank you. So you can take a deep breath, and then I will be coming back to you in a minute. So my beautiful Craig and Meredith, what is the one thing that you see common in your clients in a relationship? What is the biggest thing that you've noticed?
A lot of times when clients come to us, they are not team. They're not on the same team. And so we always set the frame that your relationship is a team. You are teammates. You are on the same team achieving a goal. So like if you think of any sports team, they work together, they practice, they do all the hard work, they show up for each other. And when one of them has an off day, they don't just pile on, they pick up and they help that teammate get through that because they have a goal at the end of the day to win a championship. And so you pick up for that person. You don't pile on or tell them, oh, you dropped that pass. That lost us the game. That's not going to be helpful. You pick them up and you say, you've got the next one. I'm still coming to you with the next pass. The next pass is still coming to you. I believe in you. And we're going to do this together and we're going to win this game. And so I find that a lot of times when clients come to us, they don't have that mentality. They don't have that teammate frame yet.
Because we come into relationships as individuals, right? We're playing golf. We're an individual team at that point. But when we come together, we go from a me to a we. We go from an individual team to an individual to a team sport. And so sometimes it's hard to see that there's actually three entities happening. There's me, there's you, and then there's our relationship, the team. And we need to both prioritize the team for the team to be successful so that we can all be successful.
Beautiful. Ooh, goosebumps. I want to have another pair. Just give me 1 second because I have a bag here. I now have 8 pairs, but only 7 is mine. The one is the little one. So let me bring out this one. Okay, how about this one? I love it because even through my own experience, we're doing this by myself. It's not easy. I don't even know what the next. So when I get the calling to do to be a heart-centered publisher, I know what I didn't want because I went through a few publishers that I didn't like what I have done. I have learned from a few of the Diamond Beauties and Tans and Nigerians. They have gifted their publishers money and nothing happened. Some of the ladies have lost their poetry. Some have lost their rights to whatever they had, their programs. And so I know what I don't want, but also I wanted to make sure that I have created something that is different from anybody else. And I had to trust the process. And I love to talk to my husband, just to say, this is what well, he will not say yes or no because he's not in that field experience what is going out there in the world, but just to talk to somebody. And he doesn't say no, yes, it will work, will not work. He just listens. And then hearing yourself, you also realize that maybe you are on the right track. Oh my goodness, no, turn around. You are at a stop street, and this stop street, you cannot go further than where you are. So yes, just maybe having that also companionship to talk to each other without worry that if I say something now, this is going to affect the stop street to go into the middle of the street. So did I put the glasses on? Yes, I did. I don't know why. I just forgot. Yes, I put the glasses on. Ooh. I'm here. My beautiful, now, before I ask you how you're serving the world, there was one thing that I wanted to ask you. Who has inspired you most in your own journey towards inner strength, my beautiful Nadeka?
As there have been many people, but if I had to like sum it all up, I will say when I immediately started my healthcare practice, I began with senior citizens. I opened my practice and built my business with senior citizens. And as I worked with them, I would say they have been my inspiration and my motivation because it's about sitting at the feet of your elders and receiving all of their energy, all of their knowledge, and all of their life experiences really helped mold me into becoming who I am. So I would have to say the most influential people in my life have been the seniors that have played a big part in the work that I do.
I had to bring in Elvis glasses. Wow. Wow. Thank you for that. Can you tell us how are you serving the world, my beautiful one?
As I shared with you in our chat, I think for me, which is most important, is being able to be a listener, a good listener. That is the essence of my private practice because I work with pain and I work with stress. And pain and stress go hand in hand. You don't have one without the other. You don't have pain without stress. You don't have stress without pain. And when I built my practice was built upon the fact that just like when you go to a store, you know exactly what you want to buy and you go in there and buy it. When you are in pain, you're going to your doctor or practitioner because the one thing you want from them is to relieve pain. But instead, that's not necessarily what happens. So when I discovered that the first step to being a really good practitioner is listening. Because as you listen, for me, as I listen, I'm listening for what is the stress that's causing the pain. And when a person is talking and they're releasing all that's going on with them, the healing process begins because they have shared what's been heavy on their hearts and in their minds. And all I did was gave them the opportunity to share by listening. And then we are now in the position to go to what they came to me for, relieving pain.
Oh, sure. Thank you, my beautiful one. You are truly amazing. Amazing. How can people connect with you, my beautiful one?
The way to connect with me is my website is focusonhealing.com. And you can connect with me on my website. And what I tell everybody is if you want to know anything about pain or you have any questions, by all means, go to the contact. I get back to you. Ask me any questions, give me any comments, or just drop a little stress relief that you're looking for from me, I'll get back to you. So you go to focusonhealing.com.
Okay, just talk a little bit more. I'm quickly putting it in for you. Focus on healing.
Healing.com. And the other thing, which is real important, and I'm going to have to share this with you, is there is an African tradition that when you come to visit someone's home for the first time, you bring a gift. And I have a gift for all of you who have spent the time to listen to me and to our guests. And the gift that I'm leaving with you, you go to touchology.reflexology.com and download a gift from me on medication and addiction-free pain relief techniques that you can do.
So my beautiful ones, I will also have it in the description note, and Deka will be sending that to me, and I will put it in there for you. Thank you, my beautiful one. I can actually put all the glasses on at the same time. I don't think I can do it, but let me try. Okay, this one is the smallest one. That is my John Lennon's glasses. Then we put on Elvis Presley's glasses. And then the sunflower glasses. I never done this in my life. Never have done this. And then, just give me 1 second. I think I can get, okay, look, it stays. It stays. I've got big ears. Oops. Oh, look! Can you take a photograph? Are you done, Meredith?
Yep.
I've done something I've never done before.
Love it.
My beautiful viewers, I never realized I have big ears. I can put all four. Wow, my heart is pumping, and we lost her again because her internet keeps on telling me she's unstable. Not she, the internet connection is unstable. So wow. So it's actually time for our golden nuggets. So my beautiful ones, we do have time for the golden nuggets and explanation. But before we do that, how, Meredith and Craig, how was it to be in the presence of this amazing lady Ndeka?
Oh, so good. I was thinking, because I know the last time we were on your show, you mentioned what's a word or two to describe each of the other guests, and so I was anticipating that might be coming, and I was thinking of words for her, and I think she's just such a loving, nurturing, caring human being, and she's just, yeah, and you're right, her voice is just healing. Like you can tell that she was like meant for this.
Yeah, her voice is so calm and steady, and it brings peace. It makes me feel peace inside her voice. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally agree. After my call, I tell you, I cried. And I said to God, thank you for sending Ndeka my way. And I know that she has the ability to heal anyone just through the airways. And my beautiful viewers, we don't even know you. We don't even know who are watching, even now in this live session or on E360. It's still on 3 months. It's still repeating the 3 months. And then on my YouTube channel, it will be there forever. We don't know who her voice is going to touch her at the right moment. I always believe God is putting the right people in front of the right shows to meet the right words, not people, the right words that will resonate with you, because all of us are on this incredible journey of life. So, amazing. My beautiful Meredith, what is your golden nugget now without explanation? Just your golden nugget.
When your team is strong, you can accomplish anything.
Wow. Are you ready for paparazzi?
So ready.
Here we go. I love it. My beautiful Craig, what is your golden nugget?
My gold nugget is be curious, not judgmental.
Are you ready for paparazzi? Here we go. And then I do have the Decas one, but I have to go to another screen. So if you can just give me 1 second, my beautiful viewers, Craig and Meredith. Let me just quickly go to her name and the Deca. And her golden nugget is health is wealth. Wow. And wealth is health. Wow. It's your bright birthright to have both. Phew. Health is wealth and wealth is health. It's your birthright to have both. Shoo, Nadeka, that is amazing. So I know you're not on screen, but yes to you, my beautiful one. Oh, just give me 1 second. Glasses all hooked now together. Nadeka, yes for you, golden nugget. Wow, beautiful. Shoo. My beautiful viewers, thank you for your time. Thank you for spending your precious time with us. I know that you enjoy the glasses, you enjoy the paparazzi pen, and we really enjoy your energy helping us to continue with the shows. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My beautiful Meredith and Craig, are you ready to have a dance?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I think, Craig, will you ask the viewers if they would love to have a dance with us?
Viewers, are you ready to have a dance with us?
Oh, they said yes. They said yes. Here we go.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or swimming in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love.
Bye-bye, everyone.